Hello and welcome everybody to SNDSMC. So in this topic, I will be talking about the main concept which is known as liquidity. Okay, so what basically liquidity is? Liquidity basically used as the money, where the money is. So the banks, institutions, and many big boys use the liquidity to trap the retail traders like those ones which use the support, resistance, equal highs, equal lows, black pattern, okay, head and shoulder pattern, W pattern, and pattern, or any other pattern which retail traders use. So liquidity is testing the above the resistance or below the support area or above the equal highs, below the lows, above or below the flag pattern, head and shoulder, above the head and shoulder pattern, below the blue pattern, and above the amp pattern. So let me show you some examples. All right. So whenever price forms support like this in market, so what you see what happening here? Price forming these kind of support. This is your support. Hit once time, then again boom. Hits twice, then again up. Hits thrice, then again up. And hits four times, then again up. So they just looking for buys around here whenever price come back to this zone. So what the bankers institution or other big boys do, they just trap the traders and hit out their stop loss and again boom towards the upside. So that is where the real liquidity is, just below the support area, or same thing for the resistance to see price forming equal highs kind of structure, and they're looking for sells every time price comes in here. So what happens most of the time, prices comes back again down, then again it is stop loss, then again towards the downside. So that is how the resistance trader trapped out by big boys like institutions or bankers. And same thing for equalize, you see price forming equalize, then down, then they looking for sells around here. Short was stable, they equalize. What happened most of the time, prices came again, give a small reaction, that again boom, stop it, then down. And same thing for equal lows. Price makes a lower low, lower high, then lower low again, lower high. So this can be just below or above. So this might not be clear all the time. Like this does not to make the perfect equal lows, but this can be something like this or this as well. For you to consider this as equal lows, and they're looking for buys around here. They're looking for buys around here. And what happens most of the time, prices come back again, downside hit stop front, then again boom towards the upside. So that is how they equalize equal lows, retailers traders get trapped out. And same thing for black pattern. At next thing, market will swing down, make black pattern like this. So what happened here? They look for sells at breakout of this move, and they look for sells around here into the stop of just above the flag. So they're looking for sells around here, and prices can again flip the limit order, next small move down, then again boom, hit out the stop loss and drop again. So that is how they track the support and resistance pattern. So and same thing for W pattern, like this one, this one, you can say equal highs or equal lows, the liquidity resting down here and the liquidity resting up here. Okay, so that is how these things work. The flag pattern, the WM pattern. So where we looking for buys, we will look for buys just around, just below the support, or the smart money traders look for buys just below the support or just above the resistance, or just above the equalize, just below the follow, just below this one, the W pattern just above the M pattern, and just above the flag pattern. You might find some sort of point of interest around here or order box. All right. So let's just go on real chart and explain these things to you properly. So you see, so let me just explain you those things. Like you see, the retail traders would have seen this as a good support area. Why? Because whenever price came here, drop, then again drop, then again drop, then again drop. So what happened here? Next, price is taken out this high as a liquidity and mitigated some sort of point of interest before this left side of the range and again down. And same thing you see, there is a support forming towards the downside. Okay, whenever price comes in here, go up, then again comes in here, grab the traders towards the upside, then again taken out the lows as well. So these will be a liquidity for you, and the unsupported highs like this can be a liquidity. Okay, and same thing here, we would be looking for this kind of support. You see what happened here, price form will equalize kind of structure, and price is taken out this equalize as well. These equalize. Okay, so that is how these things work. Let's do this the kind of structure like this one. So this kind of pattern, like the unsupported highs, will be a liquidity. Price taking out this high as well, and these kind of equal highs can be liquidity. Price taking out this high as well from here. So that is how these things works. So you see again what happened here. These were the equal lows, perfect equal lows, right? What happened here? I just came out and taken out all these equal lows as well, and indicated some sort of point of interest on here and on upside. So that is how these things work. And you will again see these are the equal highs. All right. So what happened here? Prices came here, mitigated this high and dropped, and this high again drop, and the again third time, and again drop, then taken out these highs as well. That is how these things work. This- yes, sir. So this is the Euro and ZD daily chart. Price form the support kind of structure here. You see all those equal highs. What happened here? This high has taken out all these support as a liquidity, right? That is what this happens most of the time. And you might see all these equal lows. These will be a liquidity as well. All these equal lows will be a liquidity, and you see the equal highs here as well. So these these were the liquidity as well. So what happened here? Prices came back again towards these equal highs and taken out this equal highs as a liquidity and dropped. So that is how we see it. So you see these were the perfect equal highs right here. What happened here? Prices came back again, taken out these equal highs and dropped and made another equal lows kind of structure here. Like these are not the perfect equal lows, but these are, and these are also some sort of M kind of pattern, W kind of pattern, right? Right. So what happened here? Exactly W pattern, and again price came back again, taken out this W pattern as well as a liquidity, and there were another W pattern here and taken out this W pattern as a liquidity as well. So that is how these things works. All right. And again, same thing here. Price made some sort of equal highs right in here. So nice kind of structure. We show you the nice kind of structure. And price has taken out these equal highs and drop towards the lower side. So that is how these things work as a liquidity. And you might able to find this liquidity properly if you backtest this in a good way, like from daily time frame to 4 hour time frame and all other time frame as well. That is how these things, liquidity things work. Just go on SRP, basically. So you see, these were the liquidity route and right here. What happened here? Price came back again, taking out this liquidity, these supports, and go towards the upside. And these were the liquidity as well. All those consolidation moves, prices taking out this consolidation zone as well and go towards the upside. So that is how these things work. The liquidity. And again, you see, you might see these as a flag pattern. So they would be looking for selling and breakout. So they stop filling it in here. The stop loss just over this one. So prices came back again, drop taken out the low of the flag and hit their limit order and dropped again and then hit their stop loss as well and boom towards the upside. So that is how these things work. The support, resistance, liquidity, MW pattern, the equal highs, equal lows. So you see these these highs, these highs can also be equal highs as well. These one can be used as a liquidity as well. These kind of structure. These always not have to be the same double top as a parallel one, but this will be the equal highs as well. Okay. So for me, these are the liquidity as well, and these are the liquidity as well. So price might take out this equalize as well. And one more thing, we have the internal and external liquidity. Let me go through it as well. So wherever price goes upside, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So all these lows, all these lows, all these lows you see are the liquidity which has to be taken. So, so you see these lows has been taken out by this one. These lows has been taken out by this one. These lows has been taken out by this one. Okay, so these are the internal liquidity I say. So these will be the internal liquidity. Okay, and the high, the last low will be used as a external liquidity. The last high and the last low will be the external liquidity. All right, so let me just explain more. So, so you see, uh, price beta from this high, this low to this high. Okay, so where the internal liquidity is, all these lows, all these lows, all these lows are the internal liquidity, and this high and this high and this high is the external liquidity, and in price move down from here, here to here. So these are the internal liquidity, the equal kind of equal top structure, and this one as well internal liquidity, this one as a internal liquidity also. But from this high to this high, we have another external liquidity. So in between from this high to this high, no, we have no any liquidity. We don't have any liquidity in here. So, but from this high low to this high, we have this as a liquidity, this as a liquidity. So all these kind of moves can be liquidity as well. So you see, that is how these things work. So from this high to this low, these were the internal liquidity, these were the internal liquidity, these were the internal liquidity, this one as well internal liquidity, and this was the external liquidity, and this was the external liquidity as well. So price has taken out all those internal liquidity and taking out the external liquidity as well. So that is how we see and we consider the internal and external liquidity uh, in our structure. Okay. So that's for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to backtest these things. These are the most important ones as well.